Holy shit, it's so fucking deep. There's so many messages in this movie that are so deep. Oh my god.
Okay, everybody. I wanted to do a video on Star Wars, The Last Jedi today. There's a bunch of people who really loved the movie, thought it was the second coming of Christ, and then there's a lot of people who feel like Rian Johnson just took a big fat shit on the Star Wars trilogy. That's kind of where people are at. I wanted to talk about a problem that I've been having. Articles being written like there's some super deep, intrinsic, existential, high IQ messages being hidden covertly within the fucking matrix code of this movie by Rian Johnson, the megamind genius of the fucking universe. So I found this article the other day. No end in sight. The human cost of conflict in Star Wars, with The Last Jedi director Rian Johnson is asking fans to consider the human cost of the never-ending conflict between the dark side and the light side. Clearly, you need to have a very high IQ to appreciate Star Wars, The Last Jedi. Oh, and there's gonna be a lot of spoilers in this one, by the way. But if you haven't seen the movie already, it's kind of on you. The most subversive moment in Star Wars The Last Jedi happens when characters Finn, Rose, and DJ are on their way back from a casino on Canto Bight. Rose called it a terrible place filled with the worst people on the galaxy. Ooh. But when Benicio del Toro's character goes through the records of one of the arms dealers, writer and director Rian Johnson throws a curveball at the audience. A deep, high IQ curveball right at your face. The dealer had been selling to the Resistance too. The fucking good guys. This revelation puts a new spin on the conflict at the center of the movie and the entire franchise. You thought that the casino planet was the worst part of this movie. You thought that it had nothing to do with fucking anything. A useless scene in the movie. Little did you know, Rian Johnson actually revolutionized the entire fucking Star Wars franchise. All of it, flipped it on its head, and you didn't even notice. That's how deep he is. That's how high his IQ is. This new trilogy has changed the meaning of the original 3 films. Fuck all that. Who liked the original trilogy anyways? Not me. There is a massive military-industrial complex that lies underneath the Skywalker family saga. War costs money. The US government has spent over $400 billion on fighter jets. Fuck Star Wars. This is about capitalism and the US government. Fuck a movie about heroes and just fun adventure. This is about the government's political statement. Imagine the price of a fighter jet that travels through hyperspace. It's probably like a fucking gazillion, bajillion, trillion, quintillion rupees from Zelda, because it's not real, it's a fucking movie. Grow up. I wonder what you would have to do to get a wallet in Zelda that holds that many rupees. Leia inspires her troops by telling them they are the spark that will burn down the First Order. She is a savvy political operator who has spent her whole life scheming in the halls of power. She's a fucking schemer, dude. She's like Mr. Burns. Leia, fuck that bitch, man. She spent her whole life in political office fucking scheming on shit. Hated her, always hated her. I knew she did that kind of stuff. She understands how the galaxy works. She knew her job was to keep the spark alive. She was fucking paid, man. It was her job to keep that shit going. She didn't give a fuck. It's unclear what the Resistance is even fighting for at this point. What? No, it's not. The First Order has a planet. Had a planet that could blow up 7 other fucking planets at a time. That's not safe to keep around. It's unclear what the Resistance is even fighting for at this point. Are you fucked? The Republic has now collapsed and crumbled into tyranny twice within the span of a single lifetime. Why would the third attempt be any different? Maybe a democratically elected Senate isn't the best way to govern a galaxy with millions of settled worlds and countless numbers of intelligent species. This article makes me feel like that last line was a covert way for them saying that this should be a communist universe. Leia and Luke have more selfless motivations than Snoke and Kylo Ren, but what was the difference for the average person on a planet destroyed by war? Ugh. Ugh. So fucking morally relativistic, it makes me want to puke. I swear to God. The Americans and the Nazis, maybe they bought arms off the same people at the same time. They're both bad guys because of that. Both morally equivalent. The Americans, they should have just stayed at home. What would life have looked like if the Americans just stayed at home and played some baseball and cooked some apple pies? Maybe the world would be a better place if Americans didn't get involved in World War II. Who knows? Luke became a legend, but he didn't win a lasting victory. That was never possible in the first place. He shouldn't have tried. What a fucking idiot. The Last Jedi is about hope and how to find it in a world where no victory is permanent. If you put your hope into changing the world, you are going to end up disappointed. Even if we could build a utopia on Earth, it would never last. The next generation would squander what they were given. The biggest difference any of us can make is in the lives of people around us. Stop looking at the horizon. Start looking at the need right in front of you. Like the big floating planet that can fucking explode 7 other planets at a fucking time. Dude, like this article is so confused in a way. Like it starts off basically by saying the First Order and the Resistance are basically morally equivalent because they buy guns from the same people. No mention that one group is there to enslave and blow up the whole universe and the other group is there to stop them from doing that. No. But they're morally equivalent. Obviously, because they buy guns from the same fucking people. And then it goes into saying, you know, good, bad, whatever. It's all opinion, it's all subjective. Why even try? Why even get involved? Why did Luke not just stay at his home in Tatooine and eat sand and fucking jerk off to Jawa porn for his whole life? Probably would have been way better doing that shit. There was no reason, no purpose for him to get on this whole quest because it's just a cycle. Evil just comes around again. So what's the point? And then it comes back full swing again to saying, stop looking at the horizon and start looking at the need right in front of you. I don't know, this is so confused. And this is the problem I have with this movie a lot of the time, is people are like, holy shit, dude, holy shit, it's so fucking deep. There's so many messages in this movie, they're so deep, they're so, oh my God, you have to have such a fucking high IQ. Ryan Johnson saying that the First Order and the Resistance buy guns from the same people. Oh my God, it's not that deep. It's not that fucking deep. Anyways, I don't really know how to end this. That was kind of a stupid article that I read, and I really felt like commenting on it. The Ringer, good job. Clearly you have writers that are brilliant, fucking existential philosopher, intelligent people. Yeah, look forward to the next one. Definitely. Appreciate it. Good on you guys. Way to be. By the way, if you liked the video, please subscribe to my channel. And you can watch more of them. You can do that without subscribing as well, but if you subscribe, then my subscription count goes up by 1 number. And it really helps my ego, and it really keeps me from killing myself, so I appreciate it. It would be really good, really nice of you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good one, everybody. Merry Christmas.